All right, BarNaturalPrez, talk to the people, man. Let them know what's getting ready to go down.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's good, good money? You're back with BarNaturalPrez. We're in a different park today, still in Queens. Today we're gonna do a leg workout, body weight only. As you can see, I got a lot of rocks here. We're gonna do explosive style workout. It's gonna target again a lot of type 2 muscle fibers, those explosive, those fast twitch muscle fibers. We're gonna build power and they're gonna build a lot of size. So for y'all who don't think calisthenic athletes don't train legs, we train legs. I use weights too, but again, if I have no option, you don't need weight. This is a body weight only workout. You're gonna murk your legs. You're gonna start with 2 isolation movements, well 2 warm-up movements actually, 2 sets of each, and then we're gonna get into the main working sets. So we're gonna start with lunges. So watch, just simple single leg lunges. Alright, so lunges, they're gonna hit the hamstrings, the quads, the glutes. Gonna get blood flowing to the entire leg. So again, like I said, I always like to do a little bit of warm-up isolation movements first before I get into my main movements. This is just gonna put blood into the working muscles and have the muscles primed for the sets to come. So here on the lunges, keep the break short, 45 seconds to a minute, and it's 10 reps on each leg, so it's a total of 20 walks. I'm going 10 one way and 10 the other way. Let's go, set 2. Two sets. We're gonna take a minute break, and we're gonna go next into another single leg isolation movement. We're gonna do Romanian deadlifts or single leg RDLs. So wait 1 minute, and you're gonna see how we go. See how it goes. It's gonna be more of an isolation movement for the hamstrings and the glutes. And here you really gotta focus on engaging, keeping your core tight, because it's gonna be a single leg movement, and a lot of stability is gonna come into play. And the way you're gonna be able to engage those muscles and balance on each rep is by squeezing your muscles. The muscle engagement through each rep is what's going to be able to give you the control to stop and pause and feel each muscle group working through each rep. So if you were just to go through the motion without any control, you would be wobbling all over the place, and you would have no actual engagement of the working muscles that we're actually trying to train today. So again, single leg RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, if you don't know what an RDL is, or they're also known as stiff leg deadlifts. You could do them with dumbbells, you could do them with a barbell in the gym. Here we're gonna do a single leg movement at a time, 10 reps on each leg, 2 sets. We're gonna go left, right, wait 30 seconds, left, right. All right, we're gonna go on flat ground right now. And so we're gonna go, working leg this time is the left. So we're gonna reach with our right each time. Again, it's gonna take a lot of balance and coordination. So 10 on each leg.
The sun is better on that. Yeah, I got to get over here. Matter of fact, you was good where you. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. The sun is coming at me. Yeah, good.
All right. So again, working leg is the left. Single leg touch with the right. Slight bend to the knee. We're not bending too much. And when we come up, we're squeezing the left glute and the left hamstring. That's going to be the working muscle of the set. 10 on each leg. Let's go. 1, 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, if the opposite foot touches for stability and balance, that's fine. The main focus is on the working leg This leg is just here to support, and a little tap for balance is not going to hurt you, not going to interrupt the set. And again, we're working on grass right now, so the instability is even higher right now. If we were on the concrete or flatter ground, it'd be a little easier. But again, since the grass and dirt, it's a little more unstable. So now right leg, left hand to right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, so when you're coming up, you're squeezing the working leg, you're squeezing your ass, your hamstring. Everything is going to be tight right now. Squeezing it, that's going to be able to hold the balance right here. Now if I unsqueeze, I'm going to start being more unstable. As soon as you squeeze and engage, your core is active, everything's active. Your central nervous system now knows I'm fired up, I have a reason to be steady. Remember, like I said, no loose limbs in calisthenics. One chain kinetic energy. You want all the energy to be dispersed throughout your body with no loose links. If there's a loose link, there's energy being dispersed, and you're not going to be as tight or as strong or as in control as you could be. So again, 30-second break, back to the left. Alright, I was in a good spot with that right foot. Hopefully I get the balance again with the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, squeeze. So each rep, when you go down, you're going to feel the stretch in the back of your leg, which is your hamstring muscle. You're going to feel the stretch. And when you come up, you're squeezing and flexing your glute and the hamstring. Let's go. Set 2 on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squeeze. Alright, now your leg's gonna have a lot of blood flowing to them. Quads, hamstrings, they're gonna be warmed up, pumped up, ready to get into some explosive movements. Now the reason why you want to warm your legs up thoroughly, especially when you go into something like box jumps or jump squats, what you're gonna do, or jump squats if you had no rock or a box to jump onto. Remember, you want your nervous system to be activated already. Doing explosive movements is not just working one muscle. Your whole body becomes engaged. You're forcing your, so doing explosive movements forces your muscle fibers to fire as fast as they can. It's really working on that force and the power output. So when doing something like a snatch or an explosive box jump, a muscle up, it's quick engagement of all the muscle fibers. It's teaching them to recruit and work as fast and hard as they can. Whereas opposed to just lifting weights for repetition, the force is constant throughout each one, and it's a smooth rep each time. You're not exploding or not generating force through each rep. It's a controlled movement when you're doing repetition like that. Force output like this, explosive movements, really target the type 2 muscle fibers. So like I don't know if you guys know this or if I mentioned prior, your body's got 2 muscle types, type 1 and type 2. So predominantly, most people are just naturally 50-50 split, maybe a little more, maybe like 55-45, one way or another. So type 1 muscle fibers are known to be geared more towards endurance, So you'll see runners, they're predominantly going to be type 1 muscle fibers because their muscles are trained and primed to be well endured. So they have more type 1 muscle fibers than type 2. Now on the other hand, you look at sprinters, high intensity, short work periods of movement, sprinters, they're going to be really working those type 2 muscle fibers because everything's explosive. Again, runners, it's steady state, one constant pace. Same thing like when doing repetitions, steady state, a constant pace. When you're sprinting and you're going all out and these explosive movements, they're only lasting for 30 to maybe 40 seconds tops. So one, you're generating a lot more power in those type 2 muscle fibers, which again is going to teach them to explode faster and be able to work harder in general. And when also training like this, your body's burning through energy stores. You got 2 energy stores in your body, main sources of energy: creatine and ATP. ATP is adenosine triphosphate. I'm giving you guys a little science lesson right now. So when people say, "Oh, I take creatine, it's gonna make you bigger, or get you cause water bloating or whatever," it's all nonsense. All creatine is an energy store that you're getting more of now. You're intaking more stores of creatine. So your cells hold creatine and your cells hold ATP. ATP and creatine are the first 2 sources of energy that your body burns through when doing high intensity movements. So if you're doing a set up to 90 seconds, you're burning through your ATP and your creatine stores first. Creatine lasts even less. Creatine you'll burn through in like 30 seconds. ATP will last you a little longer. So, but like I said, so the more creatine, if you're taking creatine as a supplement, it's just going to give you more creatine stores. So doing explosive movements like this is going to train those 2 energy storage in your body and the pathways. It's going to be able to have you generate more capacity in that area of workload. So doing these explosive movements, we're burning through ATP and creatine stores in your body. All right, so let's get into the first sets. Working moves of the day. First, we're going to do explosive rock jumps. On my first set, I'm just going to jump up and I'm not going to lock out, just so I get my legs a little warmed up into the jumping movement. And I'm not so explosive on everything. So it's going to be explosive jump to the top, no lockout, and jump right back down. 10 reps for this first set. Now guys, this rock is about, I don't know, 3.5 feet. I really don't know how to tell height by now, but I'm going to just guess 3.5 feet. I'm standing about 2 feet apart, 2 feet away, squatting down. Here, no lockout, right back down. No lockout, right back down. Ten reps, set 1. And that was again just the intro set, warm-up set of the explosive movements. The next coming sets, you're going to see full lockout, and each set's going to be getting progressively harder, and as you'll see is the video to come. So now you can see how heavy, how hard I'm breathing right now. My heart rate is elevated. That set maybe lasted 15-20 seconds. Again, everything was explosive. I'm burning through those ATP and the creatine stores. Now when you're training like this, it takes your body up to 3 to 5 minutes to recover optimally from training like this per set. If you want to generate proper force output in each set in explosive movements, rest period should be minimum 3 minutes between each set. So when you're training reps and sets, or if you're training in the gym, when your goal is hypertrophy and you're working in that 12 to 15 rep range, you keep your rest period short. Why? Because 1, you're working a mix of the type 1 and type 2 muscle fibers, and 2, you want to keep the blood in the muscle. You want that pump to be there throughout the whole time. So you want to rest short, just enough time so you get a little recovery, and the muscle is still pumped with blood. Then you get into your working set. Those sets lasting 45 seconds to a minute. Now imagine doing 12 reps at controlled form. 2 seconds down, 1 second up. That's a 3-second rep. Times that by 12, that's 36 seconds. You're past that ATP creatine threshold, and now you're working more into that glycogen breakdown, which is more of the muscle breakdown from doing the repetition. So 3 to 5 minute breaks when doing sets like this. And if you're doing more 12 to 15 rep range, that's when your sets go less. I mean, the rest time goes less, like 90 seconds to a minute. So here, I'll take 2 minutes because I've been training like this for a while. So next set is going to be 10 jumps, full lockout.
Let's see the pump in them legs. You got any pump, any blood in there yet? Okay.
Sure.
There we go.
Again, guys, I don't know how to flex. Terrible flexor.
Yeah. Okay. We see the gains.
Do the workout. You can probably flex better than me.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, if you don't think I have strong legs, let me see you come do 2 sets of 10 explosive jumps. I would even recommend for you starting out on this workout, drop the reps. When you're training explosive, 10 is really high. 1 to 6 reps is more general, is more normal for people to be training in this type of style of really explosive. Like I said, you got to generate all your ATP and creatine stores, and a lot of type 2 muscle fibers are being engaged, and they fatigue fast. Like I said, optimally they want 3 to 5 minutes recovery. Taking 2-minute breaks. I'm not letting the full stores recover right now. I'm gonna wait the 3 minutes this set, because the next set's gonna be a little more intense.
How many times a week you recommend this workout?
So, right now, my split is, I'll do an upper body day on Monday, or day 1. Day 2 is always my leg day. Day 3, back to upper body. So I'll usually train 3 straight days. Upper, lower, then upper. Then I'll take a day off, maybe 2 days, go back to upper, do a full upper body, then back to lower. Then I'll take another day or 2 off. So it's 3 days, rest, then 2 days. I never really like to train back to back to back to back. Optimally, if I could, I would just train every other day, and I would do a full body every day, and I would train upper and lower in one session. But since I'm filming videos and doing tutorials, my program's a little different right now. So I've been doing upper, lower, upper, off, upper, lower. But I still like to rest at least 2 days a week. Optimally, if I had all the time in the world, I would rest 3 days a week and train 4. Because like I said, it's important to have muscle recovery. You can't just always break down your muscle. People say overtraining isn't a thing. You can't overtrain, guys. You gotta, unless you're on gear. If you're on gear and you're taking fucking all this extra shit that you can't get, like this testosterone, the fucking GH, or whatever, whatever these guys take, just those for the extra energy.
Right.
That shit makes your muscles recover like 10 times faster than, maybe 200 times faster than a normal person. So again, you gotta let your body recover, especially if you're training hard. If you're just training, that's the thing. With calisthenics, you're training, every workout almost ends up being a full body workout, because you're always engaged in somewhat or another in your whole body. So unlike training in the gym and doing a typical bodybuilding or bro split, where Monday you're gonna do chest, Tuesday back, Wednesday legs, Thursday shoulders, Friday arms, every muscle's getting a break when the other muscles are working. Calisthenics, again, every muscle's always working. So even if you're focusing even if your focus is on a certain muscle group, everything else is still getting worked. And again, it's your central nervous system that gets trained the most with calisthenics. And that's, remember guys, central nervous system is your foundation. If your central nervous system is weak, you ain't gonna be able to perform at all. Your performance is gonna be cut in half. So you have to be fully recovered, not just muscle-wise, but internally. Your central nervous system gotta be there. You gotta be fresh and focused in every sense of the workout. Because if you're not, you're linking yourself up to injury, or again, just overtraining, which is gonna fuck you up and you're gonna hit a plateau. And instead of making progress, you're gonna regress. All right, let's get it. Set 3, I'm gonna add a little movement on top. He does only 9 that set, but again, if I'm getting 6 or better on that movement, I'm happy. So if you didn't catch that, I jumped, I did 1 bodyweight squat, and then I jumped down and caught myself in the eccentric. If you watch the previous set, when I came down, I used my hands and I dropped down. So adding that eccentric, that jump down, is really gonna load the muscles. So eccentric is the negative part of a motion. So here, eccentric, doing an explosive jump down, forces you to catch yourself, and you're really overloading the eccentric. So by doing an explosive movement and catching yourself like that, it would be similar to lifting a weight that you can't lift, but you can control down. So I've mentioned it before. If you're weightlifting in the gym, say you could bench 225 for 1 rep, but you can't lift 235. I could lift that 235 for you into the rack position. You'll be able to control it down, but you won't be able to lift it up because you're stronger in the eccentric. So in that sense, you're overloading the eccentric with more weight. So you can't do 225, but you're now overloading with 235. So here, you're jumping down from an explosive jump, and you're catching yourself in the eccentric, controlling it. That's overloading the negative in a bodyweight training manner. So whoever says, I've been reading comments, which I don't disagree with some of the things your people are saying.
Hold on right there with the comments, Lunks. Reset it.
All right.
Hold on right there with the comments.
And yo, by the way, for those who don't know, or who do already know, amino acids, organic carb powder, water. This type of training, you're burning through. Like I said, you train the ATP and the PCR systems first, the phosphocreatine. I'm doing that 10 rep range. I'm breaking down a lot of glycogen too. I'm keeping the rest period short. So you got the carbs here in the workout to keep me going through and pushing for the energy. So, like I was saying, I've been reading a lot of comments of people saying you can't build muscle in calisthenics to a point where you have to start using weights. Someone said I didn't get this body by just training calisthenics. For the first 5 years of me getting into fitness, I didn't touch a weight. I was anti-weights. I'll say this, doing body weight only, you do plateau at a point where either you want to start doing 100 rep clips all the time, it's a little repetitive, and that could be very stressful on the nervous system. All those high rep training is very, very stressful. Endurance runners, if you know endurance runners, like do endurance type training like that, they get sick often. They have a weakened immune system because it raises your cortisol levels. Training such high reps like that all the time. Endurance type running, training like that all the time, raises cortisol levels, adds a lot of stress to your body, causes a lot of flu-like symptoms in these type of athletes. So, besides getting to the point where you want to just always doing 100 rep fucking clips of everything, 50 rep clips of everything, it comes to a point where I always wanted to add extra external weight on me. So for people who are saying you can't add muscle with calisthenics, you can, and you can continuously do it by doing levers and progressions like that, but it becomes a lot more meticulous and a lot harder to fucking just program in general. Do the same movements, get a weight belt, add fucking 5 pounds on, start with 5 pounds, start with 10, go to 10 pounds. Any external weight, you're still adding more resistance than your body knows prior. So you don't have to go to the gym and lift weights. You can still build the same physique doing all calisthenic movements. With that being said, over time I've learned that some things do complement each other. So I'm not somebody who now is anti-gym. I like to kind of mix it up, like maybe 70% calisthenics, 30% gym, and I'll just keep it to more compound movements in the gym. I have a video on my page how deadlifts are one of the best moves you can do for front levers. Squats, you already know about squats, guys. You're not always going to have rocks around. You're not always going to want to do body weight. Some people like to add that external weight on their legs. Squats in the gym. I always like to do squats. And again, so I would literally keep it to those 2 movements if I'm in the gym. And I would still do weighted pull-ups, weighted dips. I'm not really a big fan of bench pressing, but I do love shoulder pressing. Military pressing with a barbell is a great movement. It's total body engagement. It's still a full body, almost similar to, it mimics a handstand push-up. So now, total body tension, you're lifting a weight over your head, an external weight over your head. That's really, really good for your core and core strength. It forces you to be tight and engaged. So just some compound movements in the gym I do recommend. So, like I said, you could always go on with no weight. Just, yes, you'll have to add more reps, and it won't get, and it'll go towards endurance, but again, your body always adapts. Your muscles will adapt, so they will grow over time. Your body will, as long as you're in that surplus of calories, your body will grow. All right, so we're going on to single leg jumps now. We're going to a lower rock. So anyways, first things first, if you guys, like I said, that rock was about 3.5, about waist level on me. You guys have rocks or boxes, it don't matter the height. You find something that's your level. If you got a small rock and that's too easy for you, stand far away. Look, I'm gonna stand 4 feet from this rock, maybe 5 feet right now. And I'm gonna do jumps from here. So even though that's low now, and that's an easy jump, so if I was here, I could do a 1-leg jump. Look, easy. It'd be too easy for 2 legs, right? But how do you make it harder? Let's go farther away. Now I gotta do a long jump, an explosive long jump. So from here, look, it's a good 5 feet away. Just manipulate it, guys. Think smart. Use your surroundings. Train to your own intensity. And even if this is hard for you, from here, if you guys have a little more added weight to your body, and this is a hard jump for you, jump on here, just like this. Same thing, you work to your level. So now, like I said, we're gonna go single leg jumps. We're gonna go 5, 5, 5, 5. 10 each leg, but we're gonna break it up. 5 on the left, 5 on the right, 5 on the left, 5 on the right. Five on the left. I'll come on this side next. Five on the right. Left and right again.
Now let me ask you something, man. Don't look like that, you know, when you jumping up, don't look like you really contracting them muscles when you jumping up. Explain that.
All right, so
yeah.
These type of jumps, I'm not jumping from a squat. I'm working on, if you're a basketball player, how do you jump? You're jumping from here. You don't see a ball player jumping from down here. We work full range of motion now. Now we're working that vert jump, single leg vert jump. Here, you may not see nothing flexing,
right?
But go like this right now and feel your leg. As soon as you point your toe down, all these come in gate. And again, just that explosive movement. Your type 2s are coming in gate, and your type 2 fibers are firing. So anything, boom, explosive. It's all firing the quad. This is just working from a vert jump. So this move will be good for, again, if you're a baller and play ball, that'll help you with your vert jump a lot. And now you're getting that single leg explosive and that same range of motion.
So that's hitting quads.
Hitting quads, mainly quads here.
Okay, and the other style, when you go a little deeper, that's glutes and quads.
Glutes, hamstring, everything.
Okay, I got you. So that's
the explosive, full leg.
Okay.
Now we're working mainly quads.
Okay.
That vert jump power.
Okay.
So only doing 2 rounds of this. We'll go right back into it. 10, 5, 5, 5, 5. Then we're gonna hit the hill and end it with the last routine for the day.
Okay.
Which side was better? There or there?
Yeah, we just that's what you just did.
Left first, guys. 5, 5, 5, 5. Ready? Besides the, talk that for a second. That's 5. So, I was saying, so when you go into single leg movements and these 1-leg jumps, now you got to work a balance aspect. You're not landing on 2 feet no more. You got to control it and land on 1 foot and be stable. If you're not stable, you can wobble, twist your ankle, fuck your knee up. So again, controlling each rep comes into play now too. So besides the explosiveness, you're now hitting a lot of stability and coordination. That was 20 on each leg, 3 sets of explosive box jumps, the 2 warm-up sets, the RDLs and the lunges, and we're gonna end on the hill, and I'll talk to you over there.
We'll keep it running. So, you want to speak on the hill thing? You getting ready? Oh, you gotta get your water there.
And look, guys, this ain't easy, man. It's hot out here, but
yeah.
I'm out of breath. I'm sweating.
They see it's 90.
My heart rate is up.
Yeah, 90.
It's like,
plus 90.
yeah, 91 right now.
91.
Queens, New York.
Yeah. What park we in so they know?
This is Keyspan Park, I think they call it now. Elmhurst Park.
Elmhurst, yeah.
It's on Grand Avenue.
Okay.
And it'll either come up as Elmhurst or Maspeth.
Okay.
My bad, guys, I'm out of breath. It says it's a tough workout. A lot of explosive training. You're working, like I said, those immediate energy stores that your body has. ATP and PCR. And PCR is phosphocreatine, which is just creatine. So again, if you take creatine as a supplement, it's just gonna add that energy store to your body. Unfortunately, not that I know of, there's no such thing as an ATP supplement, but ATP is generated naturally in the body. Food you eat, that's what restores the ATP stores in your body as well. So, and those, again, to get optimally recovered, you take 3 to 5 minute breaks in between each set, and that fully recovers your ATP and PCR stores. So if you were in the gym and lifting heavy weight, say you're bench pressing, you're doing singles, your heaviest weight, there's no way you're gonna be able to do singles every minute at your heaviest weight because your body will fatigue, you'll run out of energy. Doing a single at your heavy weight is the same thing as working your ATP and your PCR stores. It's breaking down those immediate energy stores. So if you're in the gym or in the bar and doing heavy weighted pulls, you're working at your max, and you're doing single reps. If you want to get the most out of those reps, you're gonna rest 3 to 5 minutes each set, so each set you get a clean, smooth rep. Same thing if you're working in that 1 to 3 rep range, 1 to 5 rep range. 3 to 5 minute breaks so you can recover and get the reps each time. All right, so.
You good right here? So I can zoom in on you going up, or you going past the up, up?
I'll give you an intro. So.
Okay.
All right, guys. We're on the hill. 1, hill sprints, amazing for your legs. They'll blow your quads up. 2, amazing fat burner. Anybody that goes and does hill sprints, I'm gonna tell you this tip. Go run up the hill 5 times, sprint up. Now the key is you really gotta sprint up the hill. Don't run lollygag and then halfway ass it up the hill. You sprint up the hill to the top. Walk your ass back down to the starting point. Do that for 5 rounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel your stomach after that. It will be ice cold, all right here. From my experience, I don't know if it's a scientific phenomenon, but I think it's all to do with the chemical reactions that's going on in your body. If you're looking at, they say you can't target a fat burning zone. If you're looking to really feel this part of your section, feel like it's working, do some sprints, feel your body ice cold. You won't find it from doing regular sprints on flat ground. Only incline hill sprints will get this for you, I'm telling you. Do it and feel your body, you will feel ice cold. All right, so what we're gonna do. First, we're gonna start with just 3 rounds. I'm gonna just walk to the top, and I'm gonna do more box jumps, squat jumps down now. But now the key, I'm gonna be going downhill. So I'm gonna have a lot more eccentric forces on. So a lot of gravity is gonna be hitting me. So I'm
starting from up there, or?
I'm gonna go up and then jump from the bottom.
Okay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Good?
Yeah.
Alright. So we're starting in a squat. And every rep, we're gonna land just like this. So we're gonna explode up and catch ourselves down just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lateral, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So again, jumping downhill, you're gonna really be getting more of those eccentric forces. Gravity's really gonna be coming down on you each rep. A lot more weight is gonna be bringing down on your body, but it's on its own body weight. So you're gonna have all that external gravity coming down and pushing you down, starting point here to a lower starting point. So now your muscles are being stretched longer and longer on each jump. You're starting here, stretched, but when you're ending, you're jumping lower, so your muscles are stretching more of an eccentric load. I'm telling you guys, do this workout, your legs are gonna be shot for 2-3 days. 2 more rounds of that, and then we're gonna go into sprints. So again, that lateral component is just gonna work on agility and stabilization. Instead of going straight, you're now working in a different plane of motion. So you're teaching your body to control it laterally besides just forward. So 1 more round of that. We're just gonna go straight now. 10 reps straight down, and we're gonna end with sprints. Alright, so we're going to do 3 rounds of sprints next, and that's a wrap for the workout.
Oh. Sprinting up the hill from here.
So, first 10 steps, is gonna be a jog. 10 steps in, full out sprint, and you don't stop till you hit the top. Go halfway through. The rest is to walk back down. That's it. So, watch how I breathe when I'm running. Breathing is key. Listen. Guys, it's gonna elevate your heart rate like crazy. Make sure when you're running, you wanna breathe. You'll hear. Get oxygen to those muscles. And right now, don't sit down. Walk, control, focus on in your head. Deep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, controlling your heart rate. Bring your heart rate back down right now. Recover, don't sit down, don't lay down. It's gonna cause blood pooling. You're gonna wanna stand up and feel dizzy. Walk around, let your heart rate drop down to normal, then sit down. But again, you guys should, it's another exercise. Focus on breathing. The faster and the better you can recover and bring your heart rate down, the more strong your heart muscle is. That's the most important muscle in your body. So train that same way you train everything else. Focus on breathing. Be smart, don't hold your breath. So remember guys, it's a high intensity workout. It's gonna burn 1 to 2 calories because of the intensity and just the amount of repetitions that's going down. It's gonna give a very strong legs. I don't know if my legs are pumped, how they look on camera. I don't know, but I'm telling you, my legs is fucking pumped right now.
Tighten it. Yeah, there you go. Okay, y'all see the gains.
Yeah, okay. One day maybe I'll do a show and learn how to fucking flex.
Yeah.
But till next time, guys.
All right, man.
Leg day done.
Make sure y'all follow my man on Instagram. Subscribe to his YouTube page. Go ahead.
Let's go. YouTube at BarNaturals. One word. BarNaturals. Instagram BarNaturalPrez. One word. BarNaturalPrez. Prez with a Z. Right. Just type in BarNatural, it'll come up.
All right.
So appreciate the love. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks to That's Good Money.
All right.
The man, OG in the game.
Yeah.
You already know.
All right, man. Links to his social media will be in the description box. Thanks again. Right.